in today's video, we absolutely did this already around here, but I'm not very sure this isn't probably perfect, because due to a lack of speaking about throughout for this video, since it was completely under 15 minutes. So, great job for me that I just totally did. So, today's video, we're going to be looking around about clones of SMG4. Let's just absolutely saying the SMG4 that could be absolutely found out throughout for some other kinds of images around here, but totally I may not able to be trying to speak Italians for a little bit more, but it seems there must be clones of SMG4s could be like everywhere it does. Now let's get back to SMG4 or SMG4 things or whatever it does. Now let's just look for more, and there's a little bit more. There's more, and there's gonna be a little bit more for them. And there's more SMG4s as well, but I'm probably sure this isn't going to be taking for a little bit much. And there goes. There's more. Alright, there is a little bit more on another one. So, I probably don't like glitch productions around here, since they have made around here for something as well. Even though it stands out for making of some kind of unknown reasons about like this, about for cartoon shows like The Amazing Digital Circus and Murder Drones. Because I sense that the Amazing Digital Circus has been placed out for a limited time for a year in Netflix. But I wouldn't believe this is absolutely contains a lot of swearing around here. So there's more SMG4s about here. So there must be clones of SMG4s, but there is a little bit more around here for this one. I think it's too late for to click around here for this. Oh well, there must be another stage, and that must be the last of them. All of the SMG4 clones. It's everywhere. It's totally everywhere around here somewhere. Let's try the first one as of the clone of these characters. But even the backgrounds are only 3. The backgrounds are only 3 around here for this one. And for something like this, if I'm gonna be using the comic studio like this, I'm not sure using the studio crossovers like anything around here as well. Is this gonna be the title? I think that must be gonna be the newspapers, and probably for a television over here, like the old-fashioned television or something. So this is another SMG4 Comic Studio, but there's nothing here, but it's only just characters. I'm probably sure that must be for some other kinds of unknown characters like this. Crazy stuff around here. So, these animations like the SMG4 stories were been made by something else like the source filmmaker. Even though there must be a little bit more like kinds of props, but instead of this, there must be submitted sprites from all over to do this. It's probably gotta be the same as well. And this is totally going to get a little bit for much more stuff. And we probably checked everything, of course, that features the characters, villains, and the main ones, or some kind of like this. Of course, that many other kinds of, unlike the Stampede Dogs, but even there, And there's plenty a little bit more. And for such villains like this, I couldn't believe that we just checked around in the studio crossovers. So well, I just use Cookie Run Comic Studios around here for this one. I just definitely using for one of the crossovers, but it definitely going to took for a very long time. So this is where I did that yesterday, when probably we're going to make it around like anything that here before. So this is the previous video that I just made, and it was since from a year ago or some kind of like this. This is from a year ago, and now it's 1 year later before the Windows 10 closure to ending of support. So the loads has stopped here because this is totally a little bit bad over here. But in the next one, but unfortunately, some images may not able to appear for pretty much. But I pretty sense that the background images might going to be appear in a moment. So, in that time, that the background images have just completely going to work so well. And I have tried to collect around here for this one, but this is actually for the same. Wait, is this actually the same as this? Oh well, it's totally going to be the same as this, but I would have able to be checking this a little bit more. But I'm not sure it's not going to be a little bit official. Just less amount of poor quality photos or images as well. So since it's going to be working a little bit, but I'm probably really sure that everything is absolutely going to be appearing for some of the kinds like plushies or whatever that it does. So I have since clicked around here for this one, and it does not actually going to work for pretty well as possible. So it definitely stopped working, and oh no, I completely disconnected around here for this one. So this is where I just did this a year ago, but looks like there must be a little bit of bunch of clones around here as well. It's just a spaghetti image, and it does not gotta be look like the same as anything it does. So we're probably not sure if we're going to be heading out to Cookie Run Comic Studio. So I didn't know where it does. So looks like that must be for other kinds of this one, but there is nothing that we could able to be clicking on. So I'm definitely going to be still using for the studio crossovers. It took around here for very well, but I'm not gonna be adding anything around here. It's just wait for a long time until it will be taking for every 10 to 20 minutes. This should not actually going to be taking as well. So, but well, that I just already saying goodbye to the SMG4 since his retirement. But I'm probably sure he won't able to come back again. So that the SMG4's final video could be the end of sign of posting even more. So he won't able to be doing again, as the channel's legacy lives on. But will not think some of his videos in the past few years might able to be taken down in the future until the further notice could be taken place to take the channel down. Even what it is that I'm not pretty sure that I wouldn't remember anything around here for this one. So some of these, like this thing, couldn't able to work around here. It's a large question box for something else, but we're probably not very sure that the whole image have been appeared around here through this. And let's try to find out in the studio crossovers, but looks like it's definitely not going to work as well. eventually this wouldn't able to be working for this one, so this will be taking for another couple of minutes around here for somewhere until it won't able to be appear like the whole image, and we couldn't actually going to find that thing anyway. I know I took so long beyond with this because I absolutely sing this in the submitted sprites that we sing Luigi and some bombs not from real life. It could be not for the video game or some kind of unknown things like the animations or some kind of flash animation or something. So, I definitely never find something else. If I wasn't able to go back around here, nothing appeared of the entire image except for this one, but not that one. But there's also that I already saw that must be for more a little bit detailed, except this. But this one is a little bit detailed around here for about here. And because of the pastel like anything around here for this one, so everything looks a little bit fine, but I'm not sure these are the clones of the SMG4 Comic Studios, exactly from their cars that I just totally added around here in 2 years ago. So I definitely probably not going to add anything around here anyway, so I definitely, that it could be all of the SMG4 comics a little bit for around here, because unlike SMG4 Comic Studios, there would be everywhere to search in the studio crossovers if you see them. So anyways, that will be the end of this video. I'm never able to be added everything about this situation of that thing, but I cannot believe it. That will be taking a little bit of quite for much more hours than I just totally able to do so. But now anyways, I might going to be signing off with this video, so that was a little bit quick, but not for a long for this time as well. So this is where I just previously made for a little bit as well. So we're gonna be end of this video quick, and multiple links are gonna be in the description below if I already did that to this last video for whatsoever. So of course I probably sure to check out for the main comic studio to browse some comics whenever you want. It's definitely one for all ages for something as well, but I really think that could be rated for parental guidelines. So that was everything for today, and things might going to be changing in Comic Studio if you're probably going to check those rules whenever you see. So thanks for watching for only supports around here, but there's nothing that you can be worried about here in Comic Studio, but for the whole thing. Exactly, we already talked about of this situation, and as always, this is TC signing off, and I'll talk to you mini lads and Comic Studio users all next time whenever that it goes. Thank you, and have a nice day.